Rome, the eternal city. A city that once stood as the heart of a vast empire, a beacon of civilization and power. 1,000 years of glory, now just dust and whispers. The echoes of its grandeur still linger in the ruins. But on this Christmas day, a spark of that old fire came back. A new chapter was about to be written in the annals of history. There, in his growing empire, Charlemagne knelt, a man of vision and ambition, seeking divine guidance for the path ahead. He was a warrior king, ready for whatever came next. His conquests had expanded his realm, but his dreams reached even further. He didn't know this Christmas would be remembered forever, not just for a new empire, but a new time. The time of the Holy Roman Empire. A time that would reshape the course of European history. The air felt electric. Everyone was quiet. The weight of the moment was palpable, as if the very walls of the chapel held their breath. Nobles and churchmen, all eyes on Charlemagne. They knew they were witnessing the birth of something monumental. His big shoulders were covered in fine furs, his eyes on the altar, a symbol of his strength and his piety. In his hands, not a sword but a prayer book, a testament to his faith and his hope for divine favor. Today, the king of the Franks would become something bigger, something more. His coronation would mark the dawn of a new era. Today, in the ancient St. Peter's Basilica in Rome, he would be crowned Emperor of the Romans, a title that would echo through the ages, heralding the rise of the Holy Roman Empire. Charlemagne was born into a powerful family, destined for greatness from the very start. His lineage was one of strength and leadership. He was the grandson of Charles Martel, the Hammer, who famously stopped the Muslim armies at the Battle of Tours, a pivotal moment in European history. A warrior from the start, Charlemagne inherited his grandfather's strong will and clever mind. His early years were marked by rigorous training and preparation for the battles that lay ahead. As a boy, he led his men in battle, showing remarkable bravery and tactical skill. His leadership qualities were evident even at a young age. He was a powerful fighter, inspiring his own soldiers and striking fear into the hearts of his enemies. His presence on the battlefield was commanding and formidable. He expanded the Frankish kingdom significantly, defeating formidable foes like the Saxons, the Lombards, and the Avars. His military campaigns were relentless and strategic. His victories created a vast empire stretching from the Pyrenees Mountains to the Danube River, and from the North Sea to the heart of Italy. This was a monumental achievement in medieval Europe. But Charlemagne was more than just a conqueror. He had grand visions and big ideas for his empire. He understood that true power lay not only in military might, but also in governance and culture. He knew that real power wasn't just about strength, but about unity, faith, and learning. He fostered a renaissance of education and religious devotion within his realm. He saw the broken pieces of the Western Roman Empire and dreamed of reviving it. His vision was to create a new Christian empire, a beacon of hope and unity from the remnants of the old one. When Rome fell, it left a big, empty space, a void that echoed through the centuries. Kingdoms fought with each other, tribes stayed separate, and invaders were always a threat. The land was in chaos, with no central authority to bring order. The learning of Rome almost disappeared, kept alive only in a few monasteries. These places became the last bastions of knowledge, where monks painstakingly copied ancient manuscripts by candlelight. The church, once strong and united, was now divided, pulled into the fights for power. Bishops and clergy were often at odds, struggling for influence and control. Into this messy and uncertain world, Charlemagne came in, a sign of strength and stability. He was a beacon of hope, a leader who could bring order to the chaos. He was a strong Christian, a protector of his faith. His devotion to Christianity was unwavering, and he saw it as his duty to defend the church. But he was also practical, knowing the king and the church needed to work together. He understood that a strong alliance between the throne and the altar was essential for stability. He believed education was important for a strong empire. Charlemagne knew that knowledge was power, and he wanted his people to be educated and enlightened. He brought scholars and churchmen to his court, supported the arts, and had old books copied. His court became a center of learning and culture, attracting the brightest minds of the time. He started a new interest in learning and culture that would grow much stronger later on. This revival of knowledge laid the groundwork for the future, setting the stage for the Renaissance. On that important Christmas day, as Charlemagne prayed, Pope Leo III came closer, carrying the weight of history. The Pope had his own reasons for crowning Charlemagne. He wanted a protector, someone strong to fight his enemies in Rome. In Charlemagne, he saw not just a king, but a hero, someone who deserved to be called emperor. Everyone watched as the Pope put the crown on Charlemagne's head. To Charles Augustus, he announced, crowned by God, great and peaceful Emperor of the Romans, long life and victory. Everyone cheered, the sound filling the chapel and going out into the snowy streets of Rome. The world heard the news. A new Roman Empire had begun. Charlemagne was always busy as emperor. He changed how his big empire was run, made weights and measures the same, and even tried to make one set of laws for everyone. He built schools and monasteries, helped people learn to read, and encouraged a revival of art and learning that would be important for the later Middle Ages. But Charlemagne never forgot he was a warrior king. He kept fighting, making his empire bigger, putting down rebellions and crushing anyone who opposed him. He saw himself as the protector of Christianity, defending the faith and spreading its message. Charlemagne's empire didn't last long after he died in 814. His sons fought each other, splitting the empire and making it weaker. But Charlemagne's reign changed things in big, significant ways. He started the feudal system that would be important in medieval Europe. He brought back the idea of a united Christian Europe, an idea that would be important for centuries. Most importantly, Charlemagne showed that even in dark times, even after an empire falls, great things can still happen. He showed that with strength, faith and big, bold ideas, one person can change the world and be remembered forever. The Holy Roman Empire, though much smaller than in Charlemagne's time, lasted for centuries, showing how powerful his ideas were. Being Holy Roman Emperor became a very important title, a symbol of great power that kings and emperors wanted for themselves. Even today, over 1,000 years after Charlemagne knelt in the Basilica in Rome, we still see the impact of his reign. The idea of a united Europe, the importance of education and sharing cultures, the balance between church and government, these are all things Charlemagne started, ideas that still affect Europe and the world. Charlemagne's coronation wasn't just the start of an empire, it was the beginning of a new age, an age that still shapes our world in ways we can and can't see. If you have enjoyed this exploration of history, don't forget to check out the links in the description and the first pinned comment. There you'll find books that dive deeper into Charlemagne's life and the Holy Roman Empire. These resources are perfect for anyone who wants to learn more about this fascinating period.